Fruits, symbol of health, freshness, and life. Since childhood, we have been told, eat fruit, it is healthy. But is it really? And since when have we been eating fruit? Where did it originate? And most importantly, are we eating the same fruit our grandparents ate? Fruits have a special place in human history. The apple is a symbol of knowledge and temptation, from the biblical story to Newton. Or the orange, a sign of wealth and exoticism. Fruits have accompanied humans for thousands of years, but in the past they were rare and collected locally. Today we have them all year round, but often from countries thousands of kilometers away. Fruit today is no longer just a gift of nature. It is a product of cultivation, storage, pesticides, and logistics. Most of the fruit we eat does not come from the forest or a backyard orchard. It comes from trucks and warehouses. Bananas, the most popular fruit in the world, are harvested green. They travel thousands of kilometers in refrigerated containers and only ripen in ethylene chambers after arriving in Europe. Mangoes, pineapples, and citrus are transported in the same way. This allows freshness to be timed. We can have fresh grapes even in January, but sometimes freshness is just marketing. Today's fruit is not what it used to be. Apples known by our grandparents were smaller, more tart, and full of aroma. Today, they are bred for appearance, size, and sweetness. They lose some of their original diversity, but gain durability and uniformity for trade. Modern varieties often contain less vitamin C than historical ones. For example, apples from the 20th century had about 30% more vitamin C. Fruit comes in hundreds of types: stone fruits, berries, pome fruits, citrus, and tropical. Each has a different ratio of water, sugar, and fiber. Berries are rich in antioxidants, citrus in vitamin C, and tropical fruits in enzymes. What does fruit actually contain? Here's a simple overview. Globally, the most sold fruits are bananas, around 139 million tons per year, followed by apples, around 87 million tons. In the United States, the top fruits are bananas, apples, and berries, with organic berries alone reaching sales of $1.66 billion. Citrus fruits are a huge source of vitamin C, but only if fresh. Industrial juices often contain more sugar than vitamins. Juicing also removes fiber, which slows sugar absorption. One glass of orange juice can have as much sugar as a soda, even though we associate it with nature. Fresh fruit has more water and less energy. Processing, drying, juicing, or cooking removes water and some vitamins, but increases shelf life. Freeze-dried fruit is a great example of technology that preserves most nutrients. From a kilo of fresh strawberries, you get about 80 grams of freeze-dried fruit. Water is removed by freezing and vacuum, but taste and color remain. The problem is the sugar remains in high concentration. Dried plums or pineapple are excellent but extremely concentrated. A handful can contain as much sugar as several fresh pieces. You may have noticed small stickers with numbers. These are international PLU codes, a system that identifies fruit types worldwide. For example, 4011 is a banana, the same everywhere. Fruit is often treated with sprays against mold and insects. The European Union strictly regulates pesticide limits. Therefore, it is worth washing fruit, especially if you eat the peel. Some types, like strawberries or grapes, are among the most contaminated. The peel contains most of the fiber, but it is not always an advantage. Fiber helps digestion, but too much can bind minerals or irritate the gut. Therefore, it is not necessary to eat everything with the peel, especially if it is chemically treated. Plants also have defense mechanisms.
Ow!
Some fruits contain oxalates, substances that in large amounts can reduce calcium absorption. It is a reminder that plants defend themselves just like animals. Have you ever wondered why fruit contains almost no protein? Vegetables, legumes, and meat contain protein because they serve a different role in the metabolism of the plant or animal. Fruit is essentially an energy reserve, sugar and water, not protein. Fruit is a gift, but also a product. It can be healthy, but also too sweet. It depends on how, when, and where we eat it. And although it is grown everywhere, from the tropics to the north, you will not find it in Antarctica. Perhaps that is why we should value it, because not everything natural is still really natural.